Welcome to the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network. Join us each week as we go inside Forest Park basketball with head coach Drew Messmer. Now for the Drew Messmer Show on the Southwestern Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Brosmer Communications.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Hello and welcome to this week's Drew Messmer Show. And Coach, we'll call this the Sectional Championship Edition. How about that?
It sounds fantastic to me. It was an incredible week. Our guys had a. I think I may have discussed this with you earlier in the previous show, but we really didn't have a very good practice on Monday, and I kind of, got them refocused, doing what coaches do, and they had a great shoot around Tuesday. We had the situation down there that caused us to play on Wednesday. Great shoot around Wednesday before we went down and played Crawford, which I know we had discussed that game already. But came back Thursday, had a really good day of preparation for North Posey. Really, honestly, is what we worked on Thursday, and thought same deal on Friday. Great shoot around before we got on the bus. Went down there, really handled our business. In the Crawford game, we got out to a 21-7 first quarter lead, put a little pressure on them, forced them into some turnovers. I'd say if I had any negative to say in that game, it was that we had 10 first half turnovers against against Tell City. I just think our guys were a little too lax with the basketball and just, trying to do stuff that was just out of character, kind of playing to the competition a little bit, which was not the mindset or the effort that we wanted to have in certain moments. But overall, I think we were winning maybe 41-16, 17, something like that at halftime, somewhere in that neighborhood. So, our guys did what they needed to do. We were able to get everybody, all 12 guys that dressed, played at least 8 minutes or more, which was a great situation to be able to rest some of our, some of the guys that logged bigger minutes in our bigger games. So got some really nice contributions from a lot of guys. Reed Howard went out there, and I think he had 23 points on 10 of 11 shooting. I think he had 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 7 steals. So just kind of, was a stat stuffer like he normally is. We really didn't shoot the basketball all too well, but we shot it well from the line. We shot it well from the line, honestly, the entire tournament, which was big for us. But, Tell City, there's no question that, they are greatly, greatly improved. When we played them the first time, we held them to 21 points, and they got 41 on us in that sectional game. So, just the improvements that those guys have made, because I would like to think that we've gotten quite a bit better defensively since the third game of the season. For them to be able to go out there and score points like that, they've made great strides. So Coach Hollenden down there, he's a super positive guy, and he kind of just talked about what his plans were to get Tell City back to where they used to be, and I believe he believes in it. I think he's the right guy to get him through. So our guys, we pretty well did what we wanted to do, which was put the game kind of out of hand as quickly as possible, and then we played with a pretty comfortable lead most of the night, and just had worked on, like I discussed earlier, the one thing that was not great with the 10 turnovers. We had a goal to really focus on taking care of the ball in the second half, and we only had 2 turnovers, I believe, in the second half. So our focus was where it needed to be. Saturday, had a walk through at 11 a.m. and just went through all of our preparations, went through their stuff, discussed how we wanted to attack the 1-2-2 or 3-2, whatever you want to call it, depending on where the ball is at. Attack their zone. So we felt really good about what our game plan was. We were going to 2-3 zone them. We were going to use our length and try to almost simulate what we tried to do, against like Heritage Hills per se. Just be really active and pack it in and force them to hit jump shots. And we come out of the game, or come out and first possession we're in zone, and they ran about 90 seconds off the clock, and then Jackson Graff hits a 3. Oh, okay, no big deal. The zone seemed to slow them down a little bit, but they hit a shot. We come down, we miss a shot. They come down, hit a shot. It's one of those deals where our game plan was to make them hit shots, and unfortunately they were able to hit the first 4 shots of the game. I believe Graff had 2 threes, and maybe the Watson kid hit another one. Somebody hit another one, or the Ship kid. Either way, they had 3 threes, and 2 were down 11-0, call timeout. We put from that point we kind of had to mix it up and go man to man. Fortunately, Bryson Partenheimer was able to get us on the board with a couple of free throws in the first quarter, but we went into that. What would it have been at the end of the first quarter? I would have to even look up what it was. It's been a bit of a blur, but it's 13-2 at the end of the first quarter. We didn't hit a field goal. We're down 11, and at that point we just had talked within our huddle at the quarter break that we're going to have to chip away and break that 11-point lead down to 5 or 6 going into the half. And our guys were resilient in their defensive effort. We honestly had Jackson Leakin was guarding their best player, Jackson Graff, and which he's a freshman, and our sophomore Bryson Frick was guarding their junior, the Walton kid that I believe had 5 threes against South Spencer. So we had a freshman and sophomore guarding their 2 best players, and they did a really nice job on them after that first quarter. Like I said, just a tremendous effort from our guys to continue to fight and claw through that deficit when they could have laid over. They truly, there's no other way of saying it, that they just chipped away, possession by possession. They went to absolute war on the glass. We out-rebounded them 21-13. We had 8 offensive rebounds, and it didn't seem like there was a single miss that we had where Jackson Leakin or Bryson Frick or Trevor Berg or any of them, we're not tipping the basketball around, and it was truly unbelievable the amount of effort those guys gave and the amount of heart that they played with. It was something special. I got a text from former administrator Lee Bailey, and he's been around a long time, watched a lot of games, and he just said, that'll go down as one of the all-time greatest games in Forest Park history. Just the way that they just kept fighting, chipping away. Jace Berg hit big shot after big shot. Reed Howard hit some big shots. We shoot 10 of 11 from the free throw line, and as bad as it was, or as hard as what it was to be 1-7 in games decided by 5 points or less, and the downfalls of execution that we've had throughout the season, these guys executed absolutely perfectly in that game. I believe we turned the basketball over 2 times in the second half. We turned it over on the second possession of the half, in the second last possession of the game, which was just Jackson Graff made a really nice play and take the ball from Jace Berg and laid it in, tied the game back up with a minute to go. But Jace was able to come down, get a little redemption. He got fouled and hit the game-winning free throw. So it's a ton of excitement. Like I said, it is a bit of a blur. I haven't sat down and watched it. I don't know when I will watch that game. Probably be more focused on next week's opponent. But for our guys to do what they did after the season that they had, to fight back the way they did, I mean, I couldn't be more proud of them, and to have young guys step up like Bryson Frick and Jackson Leakin, who Jackson's been there all year, but Bryson Frick hadn't played 50 minutes of varsity basketball prior to what he did, and he showed up and played 23 or 24 minutes for us, and really put together a gutsy performance. So just all 5 of those those juniors and those they laid it out there, and I do want to give an absolute shout out to our seniors, Carter Ensign, Luke Hauser, and Bryson Parkheimer each played 4 minutes, and they were great within what they needed to do. Gave us the a little bit of a break when we needed it, and Reed Yoakum and Nathan Berg were big time teammates, and every time out, all 5 of those guys were greeting the other 5, keeping them going with a bunch of energy and positivity. So it was great to see leadership and just everything. We really had an all-in mentality going into that game. Just that we were gonna, it was certainly, bigger than an individual performance. It was about trying to. If you've been at Forest Park, we've got the hallway of all the sectional pictures. It's about getting your picture up on that wall for as long as that school's standing. So, it was a really, really enjoyable night.
And, after listening to you talk, and, you said that, that Lee sent you a text, and, and I think Lee's probably seen a lot of Forest Park games, and I sit back here and I think about the 75 sectional final and the Bayman Roland sectional game, and I think if he says this is the best, I think I have to go back and watch from the very beginning.
He says it's one of the best. So I'm not sure where it ranks on the list, but it's an all-timer. So for us to have gone through that and been a part of that, it's definitely it's just awesome. It's an honor to be a part of something like that with the tradition that we have. Even if you slotted at the 10th best game of school history, I'll take it. That's fine with me. I'm not worried about it. But it was a fantastic game.
And between you and Coach Hassenauer, I think Ranger fans are getting extra sleep on Sundays from celebrating so much.
Yeah, I think Tony said it best when they had their pep rally for winning the state title. He said, I guess if the fire department needs to send us the bills for new tires or whatever, I guess send them our way and we'll be glad to pay for them. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, that's 5 straight weekends that we got the fire trucks out, and it's just I talked about it to a couple people. It really feels like being back home, because when I went through high school, we won 3 out of 4 sectionals, and it just feels like like 10 years didn't elapse, I guess you'd say.
And we'll be back on the Drew Messmer Show right after these messages from our sponsors. You're listening to the Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan Sport Communications.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.
Hey everyone, Joey Chestnut here, world champion competitive eater. I follow Southwest Indiana Sports Network, and if you're hungry for sports, you should follow them too.
Follow the Southwest Indiana Sports Network at swisportsnetwork.com or search Roku for our channel at SW Indiana Sports Network.
sexual change. You guys came together at the right time to give this sexual change. Quick thing before I turn it over to Coach. I'm sure he has a lot to say. First thing, I'll do the play. The way things are looking tonight, at least my best I can tell. 4 o'clock on Saturday over at Peatland West. great student fans. You guys are always amazing, always doing great things for us. How hard it is to be a fan. It's much easier to be a player, I think is what I heard her say. So greatly appreciate their opportunity and their time to come over and cheer on the boys whenever they don't have an opportunity to play. To our community for coming out, parents, all of our community members, outstanding. It was great to see, to look up and see how many fans we had at Tell City Gymnasium there. So looking forward to that and more whenever we go over to Memorial. Shirt sales, options are there on the desk. Take one along. They are due on Tuesday by 11 at the schools. So get those shirts out to everybody. And I'm going to turn it over to Coach.
Relatively short and sweet. Try not to forget anybody. First and foremost, I want to thank my wife and my family for allowing me to do this. It's a tremendous time with them, and they're nothing but supportive, and they're my biggest fans. I couldn't ask them. To our coaches, they put in so many hours. They do a fantastic job. These guys are a great example of positive leaders. They do a great job. The atmosphere within our gym is very positive and supportive, and I couldn't thank them more for how they go about their job. I want to thank our administrators. It was a challenging regular season, and they've done a back the whole time. They've been great leaders as well, their guidance and just their friendship has been a lot to me. And I really appreciate those guys going out of the way to make sure that I was able to get through, continue on through the first year. So really appreciate it. Lastly, kind of sum it up, to our players for working so hard, to all their parents for being supportive of these guys, and to our student body, big time, appreciate all your guys' work and support. Lastly, I apologize. I want to thank the Hensons for the rally house. I thought that was a nice player. And without further ado, this may be a mistake, but I'm going to let Nathan Berg and our seniors talk.
Well, I just want to say thank you to the coaches, everyone that's here. It's a blessing that we're here. And I'll say thanks to the juniors and sophomores for carrying me. Lots of that especially guys. And thanks to my parents. Love you. I just want to say thank you to the student body showing up and having our backs the whole year. They've always been good to us. And parents, they've done a lot of stuff for us this week and getting us treats all year and giving us snacks and stuff before and after games. So thank you. I just want to say thanks to all the fans, and it's nice to see wherever we go, you guys have our backs, and you're always going to be there to cheer us on. So thank you guys.
I do want to thank cheerleaders. You guys are always doing a great job organizing. Whenever we have two student bodies next to each other, and you have two cheerleading groups next to each other, it can be very difficult to get those cheers out, so I do appreciate that. To our band, when they're here, I tell you what, there's nothing better than watching them at the third quarter. They're over here, and they're just nice and quiet for about 15 seconds, and then they just light up this timeout, or this opportunity for coaches to coach. I love it. That's my favorite thing to watch. I get up, I shouldn't get up, but I giggle over here as I sit down. This is awesome. So thank you to the band for everything that you guys do. I'm excited to see what you guys have come up with for Saturday. You guys have surprised us. forget sometimes. But we're looking for a great way to surprise us on Saturday. And as the week develops, we learn who your guys' opponent is. I know the coaches will have a great scheme for them. And you guys have full trust. Regional championship maybe this time next weekend. Okay? So, one more. Thank you for everything.
You dream it, we create it at Street Dreams. Custom paint, fabrication, stereos, wheels, tires, and more. We're also your authorized Sinister Sound dealer. Street Dreams, 317-624-1000, where you expect quality and get.
When you think sporting goods, think no further than All Star Sports in Ferdinand. Custom embroidery, screen printing, team uniforms, sports equipment, and sports apparel and shoes. We have it all. Give Brad a call today at 812-367-1618 or visit them in the Country Plaza Shopping Center in Ferdinand. All Star Sports is open Monday through Friday 10 to 7 and Saturday 9 to 4. All Star Sports, when you're thinking sporting goods.
Wanting to scan those old videos, films, or audio to DVD? We'll look no further than Milligan Communications. We can also scan your old pictures, slides, and negatives to picture quality as well. With thousands of happy customers, let Milligan Communications help put your treasured memories on a digital media. Call Milligan Communications today at 812-630-2449. Milligan Communications, capturing your yesterdays.
And welcome back to the Brewmaster Show. And Coach, tonight you get the luxury of going and scouting your next opponent. You're either going to be taking on Southwestern or Brownstown. What can you tell us about those two teams?
Well, both of those teams have had really, really successful seasons. Southwest Hanover is not quite as well known this season as Brownstown. Brownstown made a ton of headlines with the breaking of the backboards, in the game and one pregame. They broke two backboards in their season. So with Southwest Hanover, they got 21 wins on the year. I haven't watched a ton of film on them. I just have the quick stats, but they're scoring 70 points a game, which speaks, that's unheard of around. We're not. I don't think we've played anybody that's probably averaged more than 61 maybe this season. So that definitely will be a situation where if they're able to beat Brownstown, that we're going to have to. Well, either way, defense is going to be absolute key in those two ball games. We were able to watch Brownstown up at the Bobcat of North Davies tournament right before Christmas, I guess it would have been, and they've got a stud, the coach's son. The Benner kid is just he's committed to go to Purdue. 6'5", can shoot it really anywhere on the, their side of the floor. He can hit it from anywhere. So it's gonna be a fun matchup to get a play against a kid of that caliber. They have several other kids to go along with them. If you would have asked me, I would have said that in the preseason that when you look on paper, it's Brownstown or Linton is the favorite to make it to the state finals, and Brownstown was able to knock off Providence by 2 points last night, and they're still trying to survive in advance. But if we draw them we already know that we're going to be playing, you know, one of the best teams in the entire state on the class. So, you know, it's going to take a tall task for us to be able to move on to the next round. But, you know, we by no means were even supposed to make it out of our sectional, you know, on paper. And if our guys continue to improve the way that they have since mid-January, you know, I'm not counting our guys out. With the fight that they had, we won't be able to come out and do what we did against North Posey in the first 8 minutes and expect to win a game. But if they're able to put together a defensive effort, a rebounding effort, you know, taking care of the basketball and have a good shooting night, you know, anything can happen. So we're going to prepare and try to advance to the semi-state and follow Tony Hoffenauer and the girls' plan of just continuing week by week to move on to the next round. So with the one game scenario, you know, we like, you know, I trust in myself and our staff to be able to watch the film and come up with a really, really good game plan. So looking forward to the challenge to see, you know, what we think that we can excel at. And you know, it's just these are the games and moments why you coach in the first place, is the game plan for situations like this. So I'm just really excited to have the opportunity to play another week.
And, you know, you'll be playing the winner of Southwestern Brownstown Central. And give us specifics on where and when it is.
Yeah, so our regional is a one-game situation now. So our game against the winner of that sectional, it will be played at Huntingburg Memorial at 4 o'clock on Saturday. So 4 o'clock Eastern time.
Well, Coach, good luck this week and go get a regional.
I appreciate it. Thanks, Joe.
And you've been listening to the Drew Messmer Show on Southwest Indiana Sports Network, powered by Milligan World Sport Communications. We'll talk to you next week.
At MAD, we believe in zero. Zero fathers who aren't there for bedtime. Zero mothers who miss the first day of school. Zero children who never come home. We believe in zero victims of drunk driving. With MAD, your support adds up to zero. Because we believe in a hug on the first day of school. We believe in another bedtime story. We believe in no more victims. We believe in zero.